Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys? I hope you are always in the good health condition and keep spirit to continue the education even the world had pandemic coronavirus. Okay, I think you should know me first, so let me introduce myself. My name is Akbar Maulana and you can call me Akbar for simple. I'm student in English Education Department, University of Singapore Bangsa Karawang. Okay, let's get started. In my speech today, I want to deliver about how to get state university in Indonesia. It's a really interesting and a happening topic in Indonesia. Okay, students have much information about track of state university admission, but many of them are not knowing the correctly strategy to get state university. You'll be maximize your possibility to accepted in state university, and I will tell you how the process ends. Okay, I'll focus on 3 points in my speech today, and I will give the process of every point by point. Okay, for the first point is plan to maximize possibility to accepted in SNMPTN test. The second one is SBMPTN test, and the last one is independent test of every each of college. Okay, let's get started. For the first topic is how to maximize possibility in SNMPTN test. Okay, the first point that will be discussed about how to maximize possibility to accepted in SNMPTN test or in fighting test. It's a really special test of track of state university admission. Many students needs to accepted in this SNMPTN test. Okay, for the first process is sign yourself proper and right in LTMPT website. Make sure your data is correctly, because if there have a mistake of your data, it can have a biggest impact later. Okay, so before you finalizing your data, make sure your data is correctly and proper. Okay, the second process is really crucial. The process of how to arrange department correctly. Okay, for the first is make sure your department or your choices department is related about your background study. You are is social student or science student. Yeah, you can have high presentation to accepted in SNMPTN test if your department is related about your background study. If you are a social student, you can have high presentation in economic department, in law department, then in medical department. So make sure your department is related about your topic, about your background study, I mean. Okay, the second one is if there have any alumni, from your school, it can from your school in that university, in your preferred university, that can give biggest benefit, trust me. And the third one is make sure your grade is always rise up in every semester. At least your grade is the same in previous semester, but if your grade is down and up in every semester, don't worry, because it just one factor, so you can maximize in another factor in LTM in SNMPTN test. If you have certificate achievement, put it on LTMPT website. Trust me, it's really work, guys. The next one is be sure not to choose the same department with your friends in your school, because usually one department of one college, it just accepted one student of one school. So make sure your department is just your own. The next one is arrange correctly your choices by seeing the presentation accepted. You can seeing in the LTMPT website. And the last one is it's better if your choices is college in your regional area. I mean, like you can have a high presentation if you are in West Java student. You can have high presentation if you choices like Pajajaran University, Singapore Bangsa University, Agriculture University, Tasikmalaya University, or something like that. And the last process is finalizing your process, but it's like input your choices department and then praying to the God. Okay, now we are ready to look at another point. Is it about how to maximize possibility in SBM pattern test? Okay, if you don't accepted in SNM test, don't worry. Keep spirit and fighting in SBM pattern test. Okay, for the first process is, as usually, you should sign yourself proper and write in LTMPata website. I want to tell you again that please check your data. Your data is correct or not before you finalizing your data. Okay, the second process is the crucial process. Is it about how to arrange the strategy before you choose the department of in SBM pattern test? Okay, SBM pattern test is not like SNM pattern test. For SBM pattern test, it just on your academic skills. So study hard from now and keep relaxed and chills. You don't, according to my experience, you don't have to answer all the question right, but make sure you must correct 8 questions out of 15 questions in every subject test. Trust me, you will have a big score if you make sure that you answer 8 correct out of 15 in every subject test. Okay, make sure your choices written about your background class. Yeah, because if you science student but you want to attach economic department or law department, you should meet like economic subject, geography subject, sociology subject, or something like that. So it's really difficult if we learn a new thing that we never learned before. So make sure your choices department is related about your background study. It's make your SBM pattern is more easy. Okay, the last one is arrange correctly your department by seeing the acceptance presentation. You can see it at LTMPata website. Okay, the last one is finalizing data. You should put your department choices and still keep praying to the God. Okay, if you don't accept it in SNM pattern test or SBM pattern test, don't worry. I'm going to tell you how to maximize possibility to accept it in independent test. Is it a third point in my speech today? So for the first process is, of course, send yourself in every independent test of every college. And the second one is follow all of available independent tests such as like SIMAK Indonesia University, UTUL Gajah Mada University, SIKAT test, or ITB test, or IPB test, or something like that. Hopefully you will be accepted one of the college in every independent test. Okay. And the second one is arrange your choices correctly and well prepared. Study hard from now. It seems like SBM pattern. It's according to your academic skills. Hopefully you can accept it in State University. As you can see, if you are understand about the strategy to get State University, it can make high presentation to accept it in your favorite college. Remember, it's not how smart you are. Is it about how clever you are with the arrange the correctly strategies? But the most important is keep praying to the God because everything was in His hands. Thank you very much for watching my video. Hopefully, you can get one of the more benefits of my speech today. And thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.